Everyone, it's Biochemist. Today we're doing a VOD review for Essnes 6, who's in Gold 1. And to start off, we're doing Rank Slayer on Interference. But first I'm going to give you guys a tip on Theater Mode because everyone's been asking me this. So you press B, and then you press the menu button. And that's how you get the reticle to show up and get all that stuff to disappear. Running with the teammate, like that. So I think it's okay to do this push, but you're kind of doing it by yourself. Like, you're pretty far away from your team. Like, in the game, you don't know where the enemy's at. It's like, this is an alright route, but you just gotta be mindful and ready to play your life because you're kind of getting far away from your team. That was good help, though. So one thing I'll say is when you come around corners, you don't really want to sprint because your gun's not ready up. And like if there's a guy bunker, you can just get shots on you immediately. So always peek that corner really slow and just be ready for someone to be right there and like peeking it. Because if I was bunker, I'm looking short haul. And the reticle placement, make sure it's at where enemies are going to be instead of right there in the wall. I don't feel like you needed to back down right there. I would have just went behind the wall and covered, or kept getting shots because you had a lot of shield still, so you could have kept dealing damage. On Slayers, you really want to play close to your team and deal damage and just focus on just dealing damage. You don't want to die because it's either the first to 50 kills or first to 50 deaths. So basically just help your team get kills and deal damage and get space on the map. And right now you guys are in a 4v4. I think it's 1-1. And basically I would try getting sights on this Wiki Nugs guy because he looks like he's pretty much isolated and he's about to get pushed by a bunch of people. And that's the death of a lot of people right there is they never play for OV or sniper. Like, the dude has sniper and OV and he's pushing you guys. You might be able to get a cheeky back smack on him. I feel like you will be. Oh, 100%. You can definitely get a cheeky back smack on him. He's going to rush right to your teammate. Watch. Oh, no, he didn't. That's crazy. So I feel like this whole death is actually mostly because no one really was playing for OV. I feel like that's what should have happened way sooner. Was playing for OV and then like basically when you back down instead of going to that little corner, you should have just stayed up there with your teammate. It looks like you're gonna get bunker spawns. You might get like a tower E2 spawn. So right here you have you have two teammates dead, right? So, and it's a 2v4. So you want to be thinking, all right, well, I need to stay alive, so I need to go help my other teammates survive. So basically, I think this is still a good position. You're going to anchor spawns for your team, and you can help get like shots at short haul, E2, tower. Your teammate's just kind of ratting out right there. So I think this is actually just a good spot to stay for a second while your team spawns up. Because when you spawn in, you don't want to be looking for a kill right off the bat, especially if there's only two of you. You should be looking up to get good spawns for your teammates and to create space. It's okay to deal damage, but not take damage. Oh, and you dropped off high ground. But it's okay. You should be able to get up there quick enough. Just jump from there to there to there. Now we're running away from our team. But we're getting a flank. I like it. I don't think you should have threw that grenade. I think you should just trust your shots. Because you can definitely finish this guy. That grenade, like this guy has the opportunity, like most opportune snipe on you right now. And he didn't take it. I feel like a lot of that was you just didn't really trust your shots and like you're kind of backing down from fights or you're trying to jiggle peek. So a lot of the aim was just using like the movement, like left and right strafing and like pacing your shots. I have some videos out that if you watch them, it will help you with your aim. Ooh, okay, I was close. I was gonna guess like rail. So right now you're in like a 3v. I think it's in a 3v3. I think that, yeah, 3v3. So I think it's pretty fair on the map. So I think it's okay to like look for, not like really look for fight, but look to help deal damage and create space for your team. So instead of running all the way around those stairs, I'd rather see you jump on the box and then jump up here and start using like more stuff on the map to get around it. So Whitehall actually is like a huge power position because you can see, like, look where you're at. You can see bunker, you can see tower, you can see into C, you can see sniper. You can see so much from this position. This is actually like the position you want to keep on this whole map. If you can keep this position, you can control the sniper, the OS, and basically like all the spawns. You can spawn your teammates bunker and keep spawning them open, and like they basically either have to push you from catwalk. They're pretty much just have bad pushes. Like the only thing they can counter you is like to go short haul, but if they have like if you have a guy tower or bunker, like you're just gonna get team shots on the guy.
Power items now available.
So at that point, I think OV is kind of more important than sniper in my opinion, because it can contest the sniper. Because I don't remember if a headshot actually kills OV. I'll have to do some testing on that. But it's kind of nice that you have 3 teammates looking at it, but so I guess it's okay to play for the sniper. But you looked at the sniper, but now you're not even going for it. If you're going to go for a melee, remember to get 3 shots before you go for a melee, because then it will be a beatdown. Or not a beatdown, a kill. Good finish. That's your teammate. I also didn't think you needed to zoom in right there. Like, try zooming in. Basically, from fights that are like maybe right where the tip of your gun is, I really want to zoom in. But if right here, I might zoom in. But the less you zoom in Halo, the better off you are. So you should not really be playing your life right here. You have a lot of shields up still. I think you should be peeking and getting shots on this guy, or info at least. Drop down off high ground. I mean, it's kind of nice you're helping your teammate. So that's when you should have played your life. Like the moment you could have like went behind that wall and you were one shot, that's when you should have played your life and you saw that guy. Whenever you play your life, make sure you like your teammates can cover you. So basically, you would have went behind that wall, you could have called that guy out, and that guy right there could have got shots from right there to there to back that guy down so he couldn't push in. Although that guy might push in, I don't know how golds really play at this level. All right, let's see. So they have bunker influence, you have heat wave, you might spawn like C-roll or like deck spawn. There you got a sea light. Yeah, I think that's like an acceptable spot to zoom in right there, but I still wouldn't. I don't know what your FOV and whatnot is, but because I'm on theater mode, so mine it's like at 105 FOV right now. But if you have like a lower FOV, that will actually be an easier fight. So if you were like up here, I think this would actually be like a great spot to be in because you can get shots on these guys running E2 to your teammates. I do like how right now you're running with a teammate and you have 2 teammates over there, so keep this up. So I don't want to see you run into the gunfight. I don't want to see you stay like right up back over there and just use your strafe to win the gunfight instead of like rush in and like, it seems like you're just going for melee kills because you really don't trust your shot. If you start trusting your shot more in this lobby, you'll probably rank up through gold really quickly because your aim will get a lot better because you trust your shot. And the moment I come by this door, I'm like peeking over here because I know my teammate's in a fight to see if I can see the enemy, and then I'm going to look short hall or tower. Good kill. I'd actually like to see you grab that AR and start using it more. So when your teammate was E2, I really knew they weren't going to spawn bunker. So the hardest thing about spawns, think about they're spawning on the opposite side of the map where you're at, basically. Like, if you're here, like they're over there, right? And so that's something to be like aware of, is like where they're spawning, because that will help you out so much. And if you can start doing spawns early on, by the time you hit like diamond or plat, you'll have spawns down and you'll be like a menace with spawns. Yep, there you go. Run to help your team. I'd like to see you go like right here and just like take chows and like deal damage to that guy and this guy and that guy. Because your teammate will probably run into this guy. If not, you can help deal damage to him.
Powerful elements inbound.
Because we know your teammates are in a fight over there, and so like I think the mandatory, like I would help them out over there.
Items of power have arrived.
That was a good kill. I think that guy grabbed OV. Another good kill. Okay, so you saw the guy was jumping up. I think it's good that you're going for a flank, like you didn't want to go right behind him. But we knew he was going to jump up, so we should predict he's going high ground. So let's go, like, use this box or the stairs to jump up and just get high ground and get in a fight with this guy. Ooh, a killing spree. Nice, man. Oh, good shots. So I don't know why we're running away. We still have a lot of shields right there, as you can see. And like, we really aren't taking any damage. I think it would be good to go right here and still take shots and deal damage and chow these guys. Because it looks like your teammate's going to get that guy. Yeah, I think it's good to help this guy out. Let's always be thinking about how we can help our team. I feel like you're playing really selfish. Like, you're not really thinking about helping your team. You're just thinking about running around the map getting kills. So on jumping, there's a spot right above your head that if you jump on, don't clamber. If you have auto clamber on, make sure you turn it off. You're going to jump right here and hold crouch, basically, and you'll land on that. Then you can jump up again and you'll like be perfectly like without even like clambering. You're going to always be ready for a fight. I like to use a spot to like get right here, and if I see someone, I can shoot them, and then I can just back down immediately if I need to. That we knew that guy was OV. Like we look, I don't know if you saw him. This is what makes you think your FOV is way too high. But basically, like I saw him on my FOV on your screen, so maybe you didn't see him with your FOV. But that would be like the easiest back smack in the world. Yep, go for the easy kills. So you kind of panic naded there, which is understandable, but like, let's really work on their grenades. Like, it's not really good to panic nade like that. Really work on like throwing, like being very intentional with your grenades. Like using it on enemies that are weak, or like trying to like start a fight with it. Either start or end a fight with your grenades. Let's start with that. And trust your shots. You're gonna spawn over on deck, probably, your C-rail. Yeah. Oh, well, that's probably a good grenade. That was an insanely good grenade, actually. Look at that. Okay, so we just saw... See what I mean? Like, if you're on Whitehall, you can back down Sniper. You can back down so many people. Your teammates got your help. I'd rather you still stay high ground. Maybe go bat ledge, but don't drop low ground. It's always good to stay high. if you drop low ground, you give your enemy a chance to have an upper hand on you. But if you stay high ground, like if you go bat ledge, your enemy, like, yeah, they can go bridge and whatnot, right? But then you have like a chance to like do some like tricky on them. But if you go low ground, they can like chase you and like shoot you still. But if you go bat ledge, he's probably not really expecting it. He probably is now if he watches this video though. Yep, so we're gonna go help that teammate out. So we know our teammates are in a fight. So wherever the pings are, I want you to get sight lines on these guys and just try getting like cross shots on them. It's like right here. Like you're looking bunker. Like at this moment, you really shouldn't be looking bunker. You should be looking out in the middle of the map to try getting shots on people in the middle of the map. Like this guy got pinged and we like saw it like in our peripherals. So we should be like trying to take this fight, or we should try dealing damage to this guy. Even if it was right there in bunker when we saw him for that split second. So even though that plasma did absolutely nothing, I still think that that was good. Like you have like that was a good like checkmate, right? Like he basically had to back down from the fight. Then he wanted to chow you, so he went up top. So basically, like, you checkmated him. But he got that sniper shot. That was a pretty good sniper shot. Alright, you're probably going to spawn C-Rail. You might spawn Heatwave. Ooh, yeah. So we know this guy's probably going to go tower from right when we are death screen. So I would just be ready. Like, if you throw a grenade, like, right there in the... Like, right here where the top of your head is. So it, like, lands, like, right in that corner when he drops down. It's going to hit him. Yeah, because I knew, like, since he was a low level, I knew he was going to drop down. And he's going to chase the kill. And that's why you don't chase kills. If that guy would have stayed tower and just played his life on that wall and, like, jiggle peeked or just went behind the wall, you guys would have to push him. But then he could back down and his teammate over there on bunker could help get shots. And maybe this teammate was, like, Whitehall or gets to E2 quick enough to help get shots. This is also a really good position on the map. It's like, we know, well, you don't know, but we can assume they spawn bunker since you spawned Heatwave, so they spawn on across from you. Usually the spawns are diagonal or across. So I'd say, like, if you spawn in close to Heatwave, it's good to push for tower. And if you get tower influence and you have, like, this kind of setup, I would say go to Whitehall and, like, get this power position out, right? A lot of people think you need to hold forward to nest to get the kill, but just go to Whitehall and deal damage and just live up in Whitehall and just be a hard kill and just don't die in Whitehall basically and just deal damage. I would have liked to see you stay tower. Like, I know the point is to get kills, but by staying in this tower position, we have a power position, we have an advantage over our enemies. We're influencing spawns to our liking, and we're holding great positions and creating space that we like on the map. If this guy pushes us right here, he's probably going to ego chalice. We're in really low rank lobbies, but we have high ground, we have cover. If he pushes us, he's going to sprint around this corner probably, right? So we're going to get the first shot on him, and we're just going to have the biggest advantage of our lives. But since we're running around, we're kind of missing him, and I didn't really hear his footsteps, but it sounds like he heard yours because he's looking this way now. Yeah, see, he's gonna chase. So this is a good point to go tower again. I think if you go tower, you could get a good flank on this guy. Get thrust. And if you practice your curb slides, you can actually curb slide into tower and you'll be really fast. That's one thing I like to see you start doing more is picking up the sniper, the power items, the equipment, like just using the sandbox more. Yeah, so I see that you have a really bad tendency to like hold forward in the fight to try getting a melee kill because you really don't trust your shots. I really like to see you go in an octagon against a bot and just don't, like, your whole goal is just to shoot the bot, never to melee. Just like work on really not meleeing anymore. Because when you start doing stuff like that, you start dying more often, and it's a really bad habit. Even I do it sometimes. I'm still working on it. But if you can start working on it more now, by the time you're up in the higher ranks, it will be gone. That was a really good nade by your teammate. a great nade. See, when you use nades, you want to throw the nade where they're gonna be. You don't want to throw it like lob it here, then have it bounce. You want to bounce it to them. That was a perfect nade. Okay, so we're in a 3v2, it looks like. I'm pretty sure I think it's a 3v2. I think the other guy that was bunker left. So you guys have a huge advantage. I would just get shots, like stop what you're doing right now, get shots on that guy, zoom in, headshot, boom. Oh, this is a perfect flank. Perfect flank. Textbook. I like it. Oh no, they say they do have 4. The other guys just was spawning probably in like right at that moment, so his dead body disappeared. So right here, so you have you have 2 teammates dead, right? You have that teammate down right there. I think this is another good position to hold to get spawns for your teammates and just back these guys down. That dude, who knows what he's doing? He's gonna jump down to low ground, but shoot bottom tower guy.
5 minutes remaining.
Like they say, you really don't want to get trapped bunker spawns, but like you can still stay bunker and like just wait for your teammate to come help you and get out of it. And you guys have a lot of kills anyway, so I think just staying bunker is not a bad option. Becoming tower is not a bad option though too, but now like if you're right here, this guy's about to get shots on you, and this guy could turn around and get shots on you, so you're gonna get team shots. So I think just staying bunker in general would have been the good idea to get shots on those guys. You're probably gonna spawn deck. That is a crazy spawn. Okay, well they got heat wave influence. Okay, that makes more sense. So that guy is probably looking deck. He probably saw it. So that's why he spawned here. So I always say help your teammates. They're in a 1v3 right now. I think you should be looking, yeah, elsewhere on the map. For sure. Like I was about to say, like this is just not a good idea to look. You should be looking over here. And I was like, oh, wow, there actually is an enemy over here. Like imagine that. So I don't like how you threw that the first grenade I'm not a big fan of, but at least you looked where you kind of threw it. This one, you just kind of like randomly threw it. I would say don't really waste a grenade like that. Like always be intentional with your grenades. But we know this guy's probably chasing us and we're still just kind of holding towards our team, which is not a bad idea. But I feel like this is going to sound weird to me, but just like kind of just use this position right here and just challenge this guy. Jiggle peek at this corner, then go that doorway, then back to this wall and just jiggle peek. I think you could beat that guy. Not a bad chase, just gotta be mindful of the grenade next time. Okay, so we heard our teammates in a fight. I do like how you run to your teammates, but I think in this instance, remember Whitehall has a power position. I'd go Whitehall and get shots on those guys because we know they're sniper because of those pings. I mean, you don't always... Oh, I did not mean to press that button. Now, since we're right here, like let's say we're taking a 1v1 and our teammate decides to take 1v1 with us and he shoots us in the back. We're down a shot. That's why it's really good to get like the same sidelines but from a different position or angle. Like if you were a Whitehall in that distance, you probably could have killed at least one of those guys. Good kill. Good job playing your life. Yeah, so that's another thing is if you want Whitehall, you could contest at OV, which we should always be trying to do. Contest OV. Like even if you have to shoot the guy and play your life, just try your best to contest it. Don't dive for it, but don't let them get it for free. Probably deck. Close enough, long haul. Yep, if you spawn here, man, I'd go short haul to get sights on your teammates as quick as possible. So like what I mean by jiggle peek is like you're gonna come to this hallway right here, right? Like you're gonna cut off. You can see bunker, right? Right here. So like you're gonna come here. Come around the hall. Peek. You can see bunker. Isolate it. Isolate that. You can see sniper. Bunker can't see you. And this is the hard part because you're gonna want to isolate tower, but like you kind of have to come like right here to do it, right? The only bad part is sniper could see you, so but that's how you're gonna isolate these guys, and you're gonna just jiggle peek. When you jiggle peek, you just want to use left stick only.
Power items inbound. Substitute for hot metal.
Good job going high ground, going to tower. Unfortunate, he had thrust. I feel like the thing that got you there is like you're just kind of running around. Like I like how you went tower, but we're just kind of ran around with no intention. Like I think it's okay to stick with your teammates and go stay E2 or like Whitehall, like in that area, because you could have got shots on that guy way quicker staying in that position. Like it is good and beneficial to rotate positions, but you kind of like rotated into a position that made you do like nothing for your team. Like it didn't really affect spawns, and you basically like weren't buying your gun to help your team out at all. So it basically actually didn't help your team. It did the worst for your team running the tower when you should just like stayed E2 or with your teammate and got shots. Good game though, 50 to 36. And if I'm correct, I think you had like a 20. Let's go look at your stats. Okay, looking at your stats, 20 kills, 9 deaths, 5 assists. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Definitely outslaying these people. You did have a pretty good shot though. Good average lifetime. Most melee kills out of everybody. Wow, it's crazy. That's pretty good, doing that much damage and taking that much damage. Basically, I think like I would just start trusting your shot more and doing less melees and holding more positions, like use more power positions, like go top tower, go top gold, or like Whitehall, or no, sorry, not Whitehall, like top white and recharge, like use those power positions. Top tower and live fire. Start using those positions more and like try getting high ground around your team and getting angles on like different, like if they're shooting somewhere, like try getting an angle on it to help them out and trust your shot and do your aim training. I do think it would be beneficial for you just to go shoot a bot and like practice your shot and practice not zooming in. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot and I hope everyone has a great day.